$34,678,400. So that's basically $34.6 million. But another valuation report was submitted on the 15th of September, 2017, upon instructions from the Ministry of Trade and Industry. And you remember Carlos Ahinkra had spoken about this matter, which valued the plant and machinery. It depreciated all the way to $12 million.
That was a lie.
Hold on.
And I'll tell you what.
Hold on. $12,029,715. The question is, what happened in between? That's a drop of about what? $22 million.
First and foremost, PricewaterhouseCoopers never did the second valuation.
The second valuation never happened?
No, they never did. And I challenge Joy FM, multimedia, find out PricewaterhouseCoopers. When this announcement was made, I remember Honorable Atta Mills, the MP for the area, wondered how could a facility in less than a year depreciate by that huge amount of money. It turned out that PricewaterhouseCoopers never did the valuation. When we pushed them, they said they set up a committee. Are you getting what I'm saying? And that committee did the valuation. Now, the one you read earlier, which was submitted to Parliament, submitted to the Committee for Trade and Industries, stating that PricewaterhouseCoopers actually did the valuation and valued it around $35 million, which I stated earlier. That $12 million, have you seen any report? Who did they submit it to? And I'm challenging multimedia, find out from PricewaterhouseCoopers. In fact,
if you look at, there was an analyst who also reacted and said that between 2016 and 2017, that is, if we are taking the $34.6 million, there is a legal depreciating rate of between 5 and 10%. So it's not possible for the plant to have depreciated below $31,210,000, even if there had been depreciation.
I'm saying that it couldn't have depreciated below $31 million.
I remember
this government is a complete fraud. I remember I challenged the minister at that time, and I said that they deliberately were devaluing it to sell the facility to their friends. PricewaterhouseCoopers is a reputable auditing firm, okay, an accounting firm. They would not do that. And I'm challenging multimedia to find out whether PricewaterhouseCoopers did that auditing. When we challenged the minister and this government, you know what they told us? Oh, they set up a technical team, and that technical team did the valuation. That was a lie. That was an absolute lie. With the PricewaterhouseCoopers valuation, they presented it to Parliament. They presented it to the Committee for Trade, Industry and Tourism. So clearly, this government is a fraud. And what they were seeking to do was to defraud the people of this country, because they felt that President Mahama went into an investment that they felt extremely uncomfortable to comprehend with. And mind you, even before...
Is fraud not a rather strong word?
No, in fact, it is thievery. It is even worse. It's even worse than fraud. Why? I am saying that if you lie to the people of this country, lie upon a reputable institution like PricewaterhouseCoopers, that they did a valuation, and this thing should depreciate.
Why has PricewaterhouseCoopers a top 4 auditing firm? Why have they?
Do you know what they said? They never officially said that it was PricewaterhouseCoopers that did the valuation. Initially, they had their surrogates. They said, oh, PricewaterhouseCoopers did the valuation. When we challenged them, they couldn't even speak to it. Now, when they have their MPP apparatchiks and communicators, they will sit down and lie that, oh, PricewaterhouseCoopers. And I even challenged PricewaterhouseCoopers. And I remember I had an interview with your colleagues on Joy FM. And I challenged PricewaterhouseCoopers that I said, look, your integrity is on the line. Because we knew that PricewaterhouseCoopers never did the valuation. We knew that this government was lying. So if you have a government that can lie to the people of this country, in a matter like this, isn't that government a government that is a walking fraud? It is worse than a fraud. And that is precisely for them to allow the facility to decay in the manner that they have done. I think that is unpardonable. And I can assure them, people will be prosecuted for what they have done to the people of Central Region and the Commander Sugar Factory.
Is that not always the rhetoric? You threaten, you dangle a stick. Oh, when we come, if we come, this and that, and you come and nobody. I mean, we become tired of politicians and these promises. This is not the first time you are saying this. If indeed there are things in there, why do you never address them when you do come into government?
Well,
the promises were made in the past before Atta Mills took over, when former President Mahama was also in office. Now you are promising again.
We are yet to come to government, and I am saying that per what we are seeing, some people ought to be prosecuted. People would have to answer, one, to the people of Central Region and the people of this country.